What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Pete's Carport, and welcome to a fun video. It's kind of a vlog style video. We've got to take some parts off the S600 parts car. Don't forget, if you guys need a part, make sure you email me at petescarportparts@gmail.com. I'll put it on the screen. I'll leave it in the description. I know a bunch of you guys have already messaged me. I'll be getting right back to you because we're going to start tearing through this car now. We got to first take off the parts that we need and have already been requested. So today we're going to be taking the fuel rail off because Xavier's S600 coupe is having an issue with one of the cylinders. We've changed out the coil pack, the spark plug, and it's still throwing a code. So the next step is to see if we can put new injectors. So we're going to pull all of them out of this because this had no codes on it as far as misfire. So we're thinking that this is going to be good and we can drop it in there and test it. Never taken one of these off before. I don't even think, could you find a video online, Xavier?
Could not.
No, we couldn't even find a video online. So what we did was we started with clipping off all of the zip ties that hold these wires down the middle here, and you got your fuel rail going right down the middle. Then there's these Allen keys, which we've already started to loosen up. I don't even know what size it is, but
I got it out. What was that? 5.5?
Yeah, maybe a 5mm. Don't go by that, but I'm guessing that's what it is. I just pulled one out of the set I had. I attached a socket to it. He was just using the hand one, so I got this one down in here, and you'll see there's a bunch of them lined up along there. And then we've got to relieve the fuel pressure because we have driven this car recently, so I got to figure out how we're going to do that. I don't know if we're going to get another battery out here and pull the fuse for the fuel pump and then just keep cranking it, or if there's a release valve in here, but we'll fill you in. So we're just going to get started on doing this. I'll kind of cut back in as we go along if we run into any issues, or if it's just an easy, straightforward pull out everything. I know these fuel injectors that are down here, move your hand, have little clips on them, and you got to pull those little clips off in order to pop the fuel injectors out. So should be pretty straightforward. I don't know, no one's ever had a video that we could find online, so hopefully we can knock this out. All right, we're going to try to pop up the fuel rail now that we've got all the bolts out, and that should come up with the fuel injectors, I think. I know we're going to have to undo the hose lines in the back once we start prying this up, but let's see if we can get without damaging anything. It's hard to get something in here. It's moving, but it ain't coming up. There we go. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So now all we gotta do is get the fuel lines off the back here, undo all these clips. We can actually undo all these wires now because that's what's gonna be. You won't need these. These are just to run the fuel injectors. Boom, boom, boom. I guess there's only 12 of them. Unlike most cars where you've got 30 of these. I was just working on the BMW 318i 4-cylinder on the fuel injectors, so way different, way different. All right, there's our fuel rail. Hopefully we can get the whole thing out and get back here, undo all these fuel lines. You know, we probably could just cut the fuel line since you're going to be using yours, but we might as well do it the right way. So it looks like we can undo it from right here. Actually, there's a connection here, and there's a connection right here, which looks like it goes to a regulator or some kind of air return. All right, we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna see what we need to do to get the rest of this out, but looking pretty good. We already got it out, probably 10 minutes.
About 10 minutes, yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, guys, we got the fuel lines off. We did it very slowly. There was no fuel pressure in at least this one so far. We do have one more to take off on the back area, but there's one Allen key bolt in this very back area, extremely hard to get to. What we did was got this down in there and then put a like an extension for a socket and a really thin long socket on this and just broke it. So this is what we use right here. So we kind of just slid that onto the end of the Allen key. I held it, he turned it, and now we've broken it loose, so all we got to do is just turn that. I can get down in there and just get it off. So it's not easy by any means, but we'll be able to get that out here in just a few seconds. It's gonna take a while, but it'll come up. Smell the gas?
Mm-hmm.
So do I. Sweet smell of gas. Okay, pulled it up, and fuel is pouring out the fuel rail. So that popped off. I think that's the last fuel injector down there that didn't come with it, which is okay.
Oh boy.
So let's go ahead and pull this out the best we can and see what lines we need to take off still. Alright, I think we're getting it. Gotta get the last of the fuel injector plugs back here off. I think we just got that hose line right here that we can easily access now. Boom!
Boom.
Alright. Let me see that. This should come out pretty easily.
Don't say that.
I know. Oh, by the way, we got the E500 all jacked up. And if any of you guys know an inexpensive coilover kit that somebody might have out there, we got a $500 budget for that car for Zay to be able to use it as his daily. Try not to spend more than that, and the cheapest ones we can find right around 700, right? I think about 700.
About 700, or some used lowering springs.
If anybody's got used lowering springs,
switch to coilovers. I'll take your springs.
Yeah, if you want some parts off this car, we'll do some trades. And fuel rail's out. That wasn't bad at all, guys. Honestly, the most difficult part was the Allen key bolt back here, but if you had a good tool that could bend up in there, it probably wouldn't take you more than 20 minutes to get this fuel rail out. So don't be afraid to do that if you need to change an injector, especially one up front, because you could keep that bolted in, and we were able to pull the whole front up and get to the injector. So that was kind of cool. And now he can decide if he wants to use these injectors, rebuild them.
I think there's one still in there.
The very back one, I know. It didn't come out when I pulled it. Oh crap, that's way down in there. I can get it, I think. The benefit of not having to drive this car and putting it back together is I just knocked off like 3 vacuum lines. And that would have been a bitch to try to figure out, but we're not going to be running this car anymore, so we don't have to worry about that. I'm going to get some needle nose and pull that out. But that's about it, guys. Let me go ahead and show you the E500 over here. If you guys didn't see it on the last video, we just got it up on some wheel ramps, and we're going to be pulling the suspension out of this. Car starts right up, runs great, interior's pretty good. I mean, it needs a couple things, but basically it's a free car. Zay went down, picked up some 3-piece rotiform rims worth, I mean, they're about $5 grand new with those tires on there. And he also got air ride suspension, and I think the company's going to swap him out for his W140, so pretty cool. He got the tank and some TV, some weird stuff, but the car, everything, $2 grand. So basically got the car for free, or rims for free, however you want to look at it. And I ironically found another E500, same exact body style, I don't know if it's the same year, for $1,500, but it's a little tore up. The guy drives the hell out of it, so don't know if we're going to pick it up or not, but it would be kind of fun having kind of 2 of every single car in the fleet. If you guys don't know, the W140 has just been sitting up here collecting dust. That's the VIP car. I've got the parts ordered for the oil lubes, oil tubes, whatever you want to call them.
Oilers.
A million different way, oil squirters. It's got a tap, so the common tap that these cars get. It's only got 120,000 miles, but we're going to pop the valve cover off this week, so I'll be pulling it down. So look for that video if you guys are wanting to know how to do that. We're going to do one side at a time, so I'm going to take the driver's side first. So I've already ordered in the valve cover gasket. I'm going to probably get the timing chain guides. I'm going to look at that, see what's going on there, and then go ahead and change out the oil tubes, oil lubes, whatever you want to call them. But that's it, guys. My name's Pete. That's Zay. This is Pete's Carport. If you guys want to see any videos, requests are out there for videos on this car. If you want to take off any part and you want to see how it comes off, we'll go ahead and do a video on that, and then the part will be available too. Have a great day, guys. My name's Pete. It's Pete's Carport. See you on the next video.